Though we would see very light-skinned people at the beaches or at tourist sites, nothing in them represented limits in us. After all, we were there in all walks of life. From the elite to the working class to the mountain or country folks, all were us. We were Jamaicans. That ordinary form of belonging is something many blacks who live in predominantly white countries don't experience. When I woke each morning, my aim wasn't to leave the country of my birth, and as far as I knew and expected, life was about being part of a world that preceded everyone I knew and would continue well after we are gone. We were, in other words, ordinary. All my childhood images of authority, beauty, and love were of people who, in the context of North America and Europe, crossed color lines. The greatest image of authority in my family was my maternal great-grandfather, Uriah Owen, whom we simply called Grandfather. Grandfather was a 6'10", dark-skinned, Panamanian Liberian man in his 90s. Having lost his battle with glaucoma, he was also blind. His words were full of wisdom, and his touch, he had to touch us with his fingers or hold us with his big hands in order to see us, was always loving and tender. My other images of authority were my maternal great-grandmother, Beatrice Norton Owen, Granny B, who was a Jewish woman of Irish, Scottish, and Tamil descent. My paternal grandmother, Gertrude Stoddart, Chinese and Scottish, and my many aunts of many hues. My main image of beauty was my mother, Yvonne Patricia Solomon, who was a dark-skinned woman of Jewish ancestry on both sides, as her maternal Irish-Jewish lineage was met with her paternal Palestinian Jewish one. Family for me was colorful. It still is. This is not to say that I was not aware of Jamaica's complexion aristocracy. As the island had become an independent country a few months after my birth, vestiges of British colonialism remained. Light-skinned people were called beautiful, decent, and smart. Dark-skinned people were often called ugly, indecent, and stupid, even rank, a patois term for smelly. This posed many contradictions, since my dark-skinned mother received compliments for her beauty and brains wherever she went. There was also that high regard in which we held grandfather, and nearly every one of my actual encounters with beauty, kindness, and wisdom was from dark-skinned relatives and friends. Yet it was clear that Jamaican society favored light-skinned people. The overwhelming non-white professionals were brown and lighter. Despite so much of Jamaican society being on the side of those light-skinned people, it always struck me that pale people were never satisfied. There was always something bothering them. One dark color incident stood out to me far above the rest. There was a dark-skinned boy in the junior school I attended when I was 6. Some older children constantly teased him and called him Paul Bogle. The historic Bogle's handsome face is on Jamaica's $2 bill. Bogle was one of the country's national heroes. He was hanged for rebelling against the British. Imagine a child in the United States being teased for resembling Nathan Hale, who famously regretted having only one life to give